African states. Body cam footage shows a black family getting pulled over after a cop accidentally typed in the wrong license plate and thought the vehicle was stolen.
Hands outside. Maintain your hands outside. Do not reach in the car.
The husband and wife were traveling through Texas with their 12-year-old son and 13-year-old nephew when they were stopped.
I'm from Arkansas, Little Rock. I'm a nurse. I've never done anything in my life.
Officers made the family get out of the car with their hands up.
If you reach in that car, you may get shot, so be careful.
After a few minutes, an officer realized the mistake and let the family go on their way.
Looks like I made a mistake. So I ran an AZ for Arizona instead of AR. And that's what happened.
And do you know go away?
I made a mistake.
Could have went all wrong for us though. If I would have went to reach for my phone, we could have all got killed.
The police department apologized to the family and said the incident is under review.
Man, I'm so messed up to hear that family had to go through that. Now, I'm sorry. Anybody that work in the medical field, I just gotta say, all praise to y'all. I hope y'all be safe and everything, because y'all have one of the most toughest jobs in the world of trying to keep people healthy, sick, calm, and cared for, you know. So anybody working in the medical field, hey, all praise to y'all. But that is messed up though, that the police treated them that way and you know, things turned out the way it did for them.
Village in Peru became concerned when they noticed that their 5-year-old daughter's stomach was growing. This little girl was named Lina Medina, and she was the youngest of 9 siblings. At first, Lina's parents believed that an evil spirit had possessed her body. Concerned for her health, her mother, Victoria Lucia, took her to seek medical help at a hospital in Lima. When the doctor first saw the child, he suspected that she had a huge tumor in her abdomen. But after a series of tests, his findings revealed the unimaginable truth. 5-year-old Lina was 7 months pregnant. The situation became even more dramatic when on May 14, 1939, Lina underwent a life-threatening C-section, giving birth to a healthy baby boy.
Now you just know back in those times, man, kids had it real messed up.
To a healthy baby boy, Gerardo. He was named after the doctor who treated her, Dr. Gerardo Lazada. Lina became the youngest mother in the world at only 5 years old. The authorities in Peru launched an investigation into the case. They suspected that Lina had been the victim of abuse and arrested her father, Tiburello Medina. He vehemently denied his involvement and was released after no evidence could be found against him. No one else was ever charged with the crime. About how a prepubescent girl could have gotten pregnant. Experts in the field state that it's possible for children with a rare genetic condition called precocious puberty to experience changes in their body that normally only happen in adults. Precocious puberty is characterized by the early onset of puberty, typically before age 8 for girls and before age 9 for boys. Lina's case was documented in a medical journal, revealing that she had her first period at just 8 months old. But this still doesn't explain.
Even though this was way back then, this is some very interesting information. I ain't even know nothing like that about the human body and certain people having different this and this, like what she just said about this little girl, but that still doesn't say who got her pregnant though. She's only 5.
But this still doesn't explain everything. Someone had to get Lina pregnant. She never revealed who it was, and given her young age, she might not have even known herself. After giving birth, Lina and her family struggled to cope with the attention and stigma surrounding her pregnancy. Many media outlets offered money in exchange for an interview, including an American film company that wanted to document her story. The family refused. 2 years after Gerardo was born, Lina was assessed by a child specialist. He described her as bright and intelligent and said that she thinks of the child as a baby brother. Lina's son was raised by her parents and was told that Lina was his sister. He only learned the truth at the age of 10 when Lina was 15. Lina herself grew up and began working as a secretary at Dr. Lozada's clinic. Dr. Lozada not only provided her with a job and education, but also supported her son's education through high school. As an adult, Lina got married and gave birth to a second child. This time, she was in her 30s. At 89 years old, she is still alive today. Sadly, she outlived her son Gerardo, who died at age 40 from a disease. To this day, the identity of the father remains a mystery.
Now that was a crazy story, just for the simple fact. The doctor, you know what I'm saying, and the baby, and she outliving her son because he had caught a crazy cancerous disease. You know, that just gotta be heartbreaking. She lived twice his age. Again, I just feel bad for kids in those times because it wasn't as much technology and knowledge that we have now. You know, and of course, we're going to see 50 years from now, it's going to be more advanced than what it is than this time right now.